So just imagine that you're, trapped in this like cloud of smoke, right? And you're trying to find your way out. You're looking for the exit. You're looking to you're looking how to get out of this cloud of smoke, but you can't find the exit. You can't find how to get out. Well, being addicted to weed and smoking every single day, that is essentially what it's like. And that's why it can feel so difficult to quit weed when you're smoking every day. And it's interesting because quitting weed is actually it's a fairly simple process, yet it has one of the highest relapse rates out of any, if not the highest, out of any substance in the world. And I know this in working with myself being a 17-year pothead, and how many times I failed to quit, and how many times I relapsed, even though I went, long periods of time and would relapse and get sucked right back into to smoking weed on a daily basis, and now working with other people and helping them to get clear. Noticed a lot of different patterns, and I can remember, and I know this from working with other people, and I can remember from my own experience that when you're smoking on a daily basis, it can feel so frustrating, and it almost can kind of feel like hopeless to that you'll ever quit weed for good, because it's like you're trapped in this cloud of weed, that it's like, this weed smoke, that it's like, how am I ever going to get out of this? How am I ever going to find my way out of this habit of smoking weed daily? And the reason why is because we're smoking daily. Even if you don't, wake and bake in the morning, you just smoke in the evening or whatever, the THC is still heavily, in your system. It takes, about 30 days to get, completely out of your system. And during that time, even though you're not high, your mind is still altered, even if it's just slightly. That's why a lot of times when you get blazed the night before and the next morning, you can almost still feel like blazed a little bit. And sometimes when you're quitting, even like a week or two later, you can still feel brain fog. And it's because that, the THC is still in your system and you're not fully clear yet. And so that's why it can be, when you're in that cloud of smoke, it just wants to the cloud wants to keep you inside of the cloud. And what I'm leading up to is this is exactly why I am very much against weaning off of marijuana. With a lot of different substances, I think weaning can be a great method. For example, if you're an alcoholic, you're drinking a gallon of vodka a day, quitting cold turkey can be very dangerous. In fact, it can potentially kill you, especially a lot of hard drugs and things like that. If you quit cold turkey, it can send you to the hospital, it can kill you. But weed is a different ballgame. Even if you're smoking a pound of weed a day, which I don't know if that's even possible, but, even if you're smoking a ludicrous amount of weed every day and you quit cold turkey, you're not going to get withdrawal symptoms so bad that could potentially kill you. But what happens is if you think that you're just gonna wean off of smoking weed, you're still in that cloud. So you're not finding your way out of the cloud. And what can happen is, because marijuana is such a mental game, it's such a mental game and such a mental addiction that your brain knows you inside and out. It knows all your weaknesses, it knows your strength, and because it wants to keep you in the cloud, it'll find ways to talk yourself back into going back to being a full-blown pothead, because you're not essentially trying to escape from the cloud. You're tricking yourself by thinking you're weaning off. But what happened, you're still in the cloud, so your brain is going to formulate excuses and reasons and why this is stupid and why you should just, who cares, YOLO, baby, pot ain't that bad, it helps me, think better because, I have ADD and this and that, it helps me, and, it's helping me, and blah, 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 and then you'll end up figuring out, your brain will end up tricking you back into, becoming a full-blown pothead, and it doesn't work. It's been the least effective method that I've seen in people to be able to quit weed is to weaning off. It just doesn't work. Cold turkey does work. That's the best approach when it comes to quitting weed, is just to give it up cold turkey. That way you can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you can start to see the exit to the cloud of smoke as quickly as possible. Someone that I'm coaching right now, in the beginning, our first couple of coaching calls, she was in tears and everything because it's so difficult, to quit. But now, she's, even just been a week off of weed, she's doing phenomenal. Because, she quickly is able to see the exit to the weed of smoke because she quit cold turkey. It appears that much quicker. But if she was just weaning off, then it would still seem like near impossible to quit because she's still in the cloud of smoke. So I hope this makes sense, and this isn't to discourage anybody that is quitting by weaning off. If you are weaning off, just make the jump. Throw the rest of your stuff out and just quit cold turkey. And exit the cloud. And within a week, you're going to be like, the person that I'm coaching right now that is, already their life is improved dramatically. I'm so proud of them. They're doing phenomenal. And you deserve to get that success as quickly as possible. The first, day or two are going to be, a little rough, but after that, you'll get through it quickly and you're going to see that exit and you're going to be free from this, this never-ending cloud of smoke that's going to keep you trapped in there like a maze trying to figure your way out, because the THC is going to keep tricking you into smoking. And so that's my thoughts, and I think cold turkey is the absolute best way to quit smoking weed. And yeah, end of story. So until next time, guys, have a great day. And if you're, just one last thing, if you are serious about learning, how to quit weed for good and never, and just get your life back, and not only get your life back, but to live the best life, to become the best version of yourself, then check out the links in the description. Either get the course to learn, in the link in the description to learn how the techniques and the exercise to properly quit weed for good, and or do coaching with me one-on-one. My rates are extremely affordable. And, and I just love helping people. And everybody that I've ever worked with, I think, can attest that, I pour my heart and soul into helping people to get better. And they enjoy coaching with me because of the value that I bring to the table and working with them. So, with that being said, guys, hope you all having a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Come on, now let's make this a great life. See ya.